everybody, it's Mitch with Day Mobile DJ. It's January 21st, 2016, and I just got finished up with a bridal show here at the Dayton Marriott at the UD campus here in downtown Dayton. It was a great bridal show. They said they had over 200 brides come through the show in the 5 hours that we were there. It started at 11 and went till 4 p.m. It's about 5:30 right now. We just finished loading up the trailer and getting everything torn down. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about how I do my bridal shows, what I think I do a little different than everybody that I like, and maybe it'll show you guys something new that you want to try. Maybe it'll get some comments telling me why it's not a good idea, and I will take both. I mean, let me know the good, let me know the bad. I enjoy the criticism that I get here on my YouTube channel. It helps out a whole lot. Let's start with one thing that I had trouble with when I first started doing bridal shows. I went in thinking, I'm going to book 10 weddings at this bridal show. That's my goal. Let's get 10 contracts signed, get the deposits paid, 10 weddings this year. So I go to my first bridal show, and I'm waiting. Brides walk by. They don't want to sign. They just don't. They don't have their checkbooks with them. They're just there to get ideas. They don't want to sign. So about 4 hours into my first bridal show, I am really disappointed. I have no idea what I'm doing wrong. Does my booth not look as good as the other DJs? Are people embarrassed by my speakers? Do I look too young? I'm one of the younger DJs that sets up at these bridal shows, so I'm like, why aren't these people booking with me? So I decide to take a little break, and I go walking around. I leave my wife to run the booth. And as I'm walking around, I see a cake shop. And their sign says, schedule a taste testing today. If you decide to book with us at the taste testing, we will knock 10% off your entire final price. And I got to thinking, I was like, you know what? That is a really good idea. What if I just try to book consultations at the bridal show? And come to find out, this is what most people do. They don't go in thinking that they're going to get contracts signed. Most brides are just there to get ideas, talk to people, go home and do their own research, and then call and schedule something because they don't want to get because they're overwhelmed there at the bridal show. They don't want to make the wrong decision, and you shouldn't push them to make the wrong decision. Just because you think you're the best DJ doesn't mean that you're the right DJ for them. And that's what you need to keep in mind. You're there to just get them to see your logo. Hopefully they remember your name. Hopefully they liked you enough, and then they will either call you back. Or you can get them to schedule a consultation at the bridal show, which is what I do now. I say, hey, let's schedule a consultation within the next 2 weeks. We will sit down. We'll go over everything. You guys can do some research on the computer, check out my reviews, see if I'm the right DJ for you. If you decide you want to book with me at the consultation, I will knock 10% off the entire package that you want to book. And that's been a really good seller for me. We've been doing that for the last 3 years. That's how we get our brides to come to the consultations, and usually we book about half the consultations that we schedule at the bridal show. Let's say 80% of the bridal show consultations show up because 20% of them, they either found another DJ they like more, so they cancel on you, or they just don't come because they don't remember and they didn't get your reminder because they gave you the wrong phone number, something like that, or you couldn't read their handwriting on. Just something random like that. And then we'll say 20% of those people just don't book at the consultation because they're not ready to book. So we figure about half. We booked 12 consultations here at this bridal show. I'm figuring about 6 people will sign the contracts at the consultation, which is a really good turnout for us. For a 5-hour bridal show, we booked more than 1 per hour. I'm okay with that. Going on, another thing that we noticed is it's hard to get people to come into our booth. And one of the ways that we got people to do that is we started running a contest with the photo booth. Basically, what they do is they try out the photo booth at the bridal show. We're going to upload all the pictures on Facebook tomorrow. They go online, find our Facebook page, find their picture. They're going to tag themselves in the picture and get the most likes. Whoever gets the most likes wins a free 2-hour photo booth at their wedding. The majority of the photo booth contests that we've ran is they get the free 2-hour photo booth, and then they add 2 hours, and then they add a DJ, and then they add the upload. So I mean, it's a really good way for us because it's convenient for them. They already have the photo booth come in. They might as well book everything else with us. Not saying that happens every time. We have had a couple where we just take out the photo booth and they get the free 2 hours. But then again, we put our logo on the photo strips at that wedding, and that's more people that see our logo and may be interested in using the photo booth in the future. Another good thing about that is when they go on Facebook, they're actually going to share the picture. They're going to tag their friends in the comments. They're going to tag themselves in the comments. They're going to go through and just share the crap out of that picture because they want the most likes, because they want the free photo booth. And believe it or not, that gets my logo out everywhere. I think the last photo booth that we ran, it was a 2-day event, so it was a huge one. We had a ton of people in that contest. Our logo got seen by over 12,000 people. Those are Facebook statistics. That doesn't mean, okay, let's say 4,000 people. Let's say it was same people over and over again, but let's say 4,000 people saw our logo. Not clicked on it, not paid any attention to it, but they saw it. So, I mean, they have it in their head. Hey, Dayton Mobile DJ has a photo booth, and it looked like so-and-so had a whole lot of fun in it. Maybe we should call them for our next birthday party. Another event right there. I mean, I try to use everything to its full potential. It's kind of like my trailer. My trailer has wrap on it. And I know a lot of people say, hey, you shouldn't get a wrap. You shouldn't put your logo on your vans. You shouldn't put it on your trailers. I like to use it to its full potential. At the bridal shows, we park it out front, and everybody sees our logo before they even go in the bridal show. So a lot of people come up to us at the bridal shows, hey, we saw your trailer outside, and we wanted to come find you as soon as we came in. And, I mean, we actually get a lot of people that say that, believe it or not. We do make a huge appearance at the bridal shows. We actually have one of the biggest booths at every bridal show. Maybe deceiving people a little bit because I am a single up. I only book one wedding per day, but we look like a huge company when they come in. You guys see it here in the footage. We took a ton of footage at this bridal show, so you guys will get to see the entire setup. Some of the vendors that are right next to us. We try to set up next to the same vendors all the time. We have a lot of friends in the industry, and it's really nice to work around the same people. One of the big companies that we work with here recently is A&S Party Rental. They are a party rental store here right in Dayton, Ohio. They rent out tables, chairs, linens, bounce houses, all that fun stuff for any type of event that you'd be planning. They're great people to work with. We have a couple caterers that we work with really closely. We have a couple of the DJ companies, believe it or not, that we actually work with really well too. That leads into my next thing. At a bridal show, one of my biggest things is I actually make a couple rounds around the bridal show to talk to the vendors. I want everybody to know that, hey, I want to be your friend. Like, even the DJs, I'm friends with most of the DJs that are there. I want them to know, like, hey, I'm not your enemy, man. If you guys can get business, there's plenty for the taking. I mean, I can't DJ everybody's wedding, and they can't either. So, I mean, I'd rather be friends with them than be enemies. I don't want them saying bad stuff about me. I never say anything bad about any of the other companies that are there because I don't want to be the guy that's dogging everybody, and I definitely don't want anybody dogging me because I try really hard to keep my standards and my appearance up at the bridal shows. Like I say, you'll see here in the footage here, we are one of the bigger booths at the bridal show. We spend a lot of time on our pipe and drape and on our uplighting, and we set up the entire DJ booth. We set up the entire photo booth for people to try out. We have 3 or 4 people at this bridal show. We have 7 at our big bridal shows. I pay everybody on commission, and the majority of the people that work in my booth are actually family. I got a few cousins that come out. I got my brothers that come out. My wife's there. Basically, anybody that's willing to come help, I appreciate them so much. I cannot express how much I appreciate everybody coming to help me out at my bridal shows. It really makes a big difference, and it helps build my business, and hopefully they get a little bit of work at it. They'll get to work the photo booths or help out with the DJing whenever I can get them some work. But once again, for anybody that's watching this is helping with the bridal show, I really appreciate it. Again, to the other vendors, if you guys are watching this gig log, thank you so much for all the referrals. I really appreciate everybody that I've been working with, all the venues, all the caterers, all the photographers. Thank you so much for the good reviews and referrals. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, I took a lot of footage. We actually took some 360 videos here. I don't know if you guys have been noticing those on Facebook. I think they're really cool. My brother's really into videography, and he got one of the cameras that does the 360 videos. Go to my Facebook page, facebook.com/DaytonDJ. I will put the link down in the comments, or I will put the link to my Facebook page down in the description. Go to my Facebook page. We took a couple of those 360 videos. They were awesome. We did an intro right at the beginning where we told them where we were at, loaded it on Facebook, and shared it everywhere that we could. It's a lot of fun. The 360 videos are a whole lot of fun. Back to the using everything to its full potential. At my booth, my logo is everywhere. Everybody that's working in the booth has a shirt with the logo on it. The business cards, big logo on it. The brochure, big logo on it. The banners up in the booth, big logo on them. The TV always has the logo on it. The photo booth strips that people take home with them have the logo on it. I just want everybody to see my logo. I push it so much because I want everybody to remember me. And then as they're walking out to the car, they see the trailer and like, hey, I remember those guys. I like those guys. We should call them when we get home. When they get home and dump out their bag, they see my brochure sitting there. I'm like, hey, I remember those guys. They were all over the place. All right, thank you so much to everybody that's subscribed to my channel. If you haven't already, subscribe down below. Comment on it. Leave me some feedback. Let me know if there's something that you've seen in this video that you don't like. Let me know if something I said helped you out. I really appreciate the feedback. I appreciate the criticism. It helps me, believe it or not. Even though I don't like hearing the bad things, it really does help to have people that tell me what I do wrong. Click the thumbs up down below if you like it. I'm going to get you guys back over to the Bridal Show. Check out all this footage. Let me know. The brochures are in there and everything is in there. I just hope you guys enjoy this gig log. Have a good one.
105 is the number that comes to my head when I think of all the years I want to be with you. Wake up every morning with you in my bed. That's precisely what I plan to do. And you know one of these days when I get my money right, buy you everything and show you all the finer things in life. Will forever be enough, so there ain't no need to rush. But one day I won't be able to ask you loud enough. I'll say, will you marry me? I swear that I will mean it. I say, will you marry me? Oh yeah. How many girls in the world can make me feel like this? Baby, I don't ever plan to find out. The more I look, the more I find the reasons why you're the love of my life. You know one of these days when I get my money right, buy you everything and show you all the finer things in life. Will forever be enough, so there ain't no need to rush. But one day I won't be able to ask you loud enough. I'll say, will you marry me? I swear that I will mean it. I say, will you marry me? And if I lost everything in my heart, it means nothing, 'cause I have you, girl, I have you. To get right down on bended knee, nothing else would ever be better. The day when I say, will you marry me? I swear that I will mean it. I say, will you marry me? I say, will you marry me? I swear that I will mean it. I say, will you marry me? Got me singing, got me singing. Won't you marry me, baby? Will you marry me? I swear that I will mean it. I say, will you marry me? Oh yeah. How many girls in the world can make me feel like this? Baby, I don't ever plan to find out. The more I look, the more I find the reasons why you're the love of my life. You know one of these days when I get my money right, buy you everything and show you all the finer things in life. Will forever be enough, so there ain't no need to rush. But one day I won't be able to ask you loud enough. I'll say, will you